Welcome back to Aaron and Ellie on Kirby Drive. Today is Tuesday, November 11th, and the Houston Texans live to see another week.
Oof. Barely.
Somehow, some way.
Some way.
What a game.
Yeah. I was about ready to leave the stadium in the third quarter. At half, really.
Yeah, which a lot of people did.
Yes, a lot of people did leave at half because it just looked terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of the same theatrics that have been going on all season.
I mean, worse. They gave the Jaguars 17 points to start the game.
It was terrible. It was an awful start. It was like literally all the air got sucked out of the room. And again, I repeat, as I did last week, I don't know how you can be a real fan and then just like sit there and like when the cameras are on you, you're like, yes, oh my gosh, dance cam, dance for my money, Whataburger jumping on each other, like burger costume thing. It's like, dude, I would be like, I am so sad to be there. Like, how could you be happy in any capacity to like, whatever, I don't know.
I mean, I think that's probably why they pull from the upper sections. One, to like reward the people who are like just going out to see a game.
That is true.
And then two, because they probably aren't going to be like super pissed off whenever they go down to the field to do their little stadium event stuff.
I guess so. I guess people in the lower bowl kind of want to be there all the time.
I mean,
so.
yeah, outside of the people who sit around us, because they always sell their tickets. But
This is true.
the good news was there was not that many Jaguars fans there.
There really weren't. I was kind of shocked. They, like, usually the past two home games have been, like, red, orange, and there was, like, no blue.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, there was, like, a few people in front of us that really weren't that annoying.
Yeah, there was one guy who was getting into it a little bit. Like, I think whenever the Jaguars scored that last touchdown, he was getting a little bit excited, getting a little bit loud, stood up, and like was making some noise. Started doing the Duval chant, which if there would have been a lot of people in the stadium doing that, I probably would have blown up Jacksonville, Florida. But then he left. I don't know what was happening. His wife or something was there like half the game.
Yeah, they were like switching spots.
Yeah, but like to somewhere other in the stadium. I don't even know where they were going.
Couldn't tell you where.
But as soon as the Texans scored their first touchdown, he took off. So I don't know.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
Fan.
But yeah.
I also saw a Jags fan in the team shop line.
Yeah,
at the end
that
of
was
the game.
funny. We were like, is he switching sides?
Wouldn't be a bad choice for him.
Oh, man. But yeah, this game started off, like you said, worse than it's ever been. Like,
Yeah.
Like the third pass that Davis Mills threw was intercepted.
Yeah.
Wasn't even close to being completed, really.
No.
And the Jaguars, they kicked the field goal. The Texans defense stood strong, stopped them.
Yeah.
Danico Archer gets an unnecessary roughness call. The drive gets extended.
Right.
The Jaguars suck ass, so they still kick another field goal. Just took a little bit more time off the clock.
Right.
And then what happened? That was then that we got the kickoff for that kick.
And
they fumbled it.
And and then we freaking fumbled it. I don't know who it was. I forgot. But
it was Tremont Smith. Yeah, number 11, Tremont Smith.
Gosh dang it. But yeah, so then ball knocked out, which was like, dude, are you so like if you do anything on special teams, like hold on to the freaking ball. Like you don't have to take it far. You don't like whatever, have to get a touchdown, but like for the love of God, please hold on to the ball. And they did not. And then scored off of that?
Scored a touchdown off of that.
Yeah.
And then 3 drives later, punt return touchdown.
Just like, where did everyone go? It was not a good day for special teams.
No, it
Frank
was
was pissed.
Yeah, Parker Washington is unbelievable. I don't know why.
Yeah, he just I didn't know his name before this, and then he was just all of a sudden like, okay, wow, like you can't like not know this kid now.
Yeah, I mean that first throw or that first touchdown the Jaguars scored to Parker Washington, unbelievable catch, unreal throw. Like credit to Trevor Lawrence. Like I don't want to give any more credit to Trevor Lawrence than he deserves because it's Jacksonville fans are not happy.
No,
with
he
him.
Didn't deserve much credit.
But that first throw,
that was a pretty.
He had
sick throw.
Who was it? Kamari Lassiter and Derek Stingley wrapped around, or maybe MJ Stewart wrapped around him. And he just put it where only he could get it.
Yeah.
And he went up and got it. It was crazy.
It was pretty wild, like right where it needed to be.
They were about to, get stopped again after a second turnover in Texans territory. They were about to have to kick another field goal, and he put right where it needed to be. And
was
then,
that one right in front of us?
Yeah, every touchdown that got scored this game was basically right in front of us. which was good towards the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because the only touchdown that I think got scored on the other end was. No, I think they were all scored in our end zone this
Because
week.
mainly the action happened in the second quarter and the fourth quarter, and those were both.
Yeah, and the Jaguars scored in the first and the third.
Thanks,
The only one that
guys.
got scored going the other way was Parker Washington.
Oh, that's right.
The kickoff or the punt return touchdown.
I could have done without that one.
Yeah. And so the Texans were down 17-0 basically before the game even really started.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, so we lost this one, right? Like, we can go home.
Yeah, and we're 3-5. We're looking at getting swept by the Jaguars. They're going to be ahead of us in the playoff standings. They're going to have the tiebreaker over us.
Yeah.
We're going to be 3-6 after this week, and it's basically done.
Yeah.
We have Davis Mills, who didn't move the ball at all last week after the first half.
At all.
And now we're in a 17-0 hole. No C.J. Stroud to save us. We have 2 backup offensive linemen. I think I said in the pregame last week, I said that if the Jaguars were to lose this game, like, forget what happened in this game.
Yeah.
Forget the catastrophic way in which they fell apart and lost this game.
Yeah.
If they would have lost this game at all, like straight up, if it would have just been a regular football game that happened and they lost to this Texans team, it would have been embarrassing.
It's true. Any way that they lost this would have been embarrassing.
They had no reason to lose this game. We were down our starting right tackle, starting right guard. Jalen Petrie was out. We lost our starting safety, MJ Stewart, in this game. It was just, there was nobody out there. CJ Stroud wasn't playing.
No.
You
Our
had-
offense is already terrible. Like, and you know that it's terrible because you already played us and
Yeah.
beat us. So you're like teed up to win this game.
Yeah.
You know, like there's really no excuse for why you didn't square it away. Like
And-
you let Davis Mills have a comeback on you. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no offense to Davis, he did carry us through. But I'm just saying, I'm sure he would say the same thing.
Yeah, you couldn't lose that game. Period, and then you couldn't have lost it in a worse way. Actually embarrassing because the Texans, I don't know, I saw a quote from Liam Cohen. He was talking about the collapse after the game, and he was
First of all, what a baby.
very upset.
There's freaking papers and headset on the ground like a child after the last play.
Yeah, that's something I admire about D'Amico Ryans is he's very
Level-headed.
yeah, if things go great, he's so much fun to watch on the sideline.
Yeah.
But then if things go poorly,
He's just straight-faced.
you would never know it.
Yeah. He's just sitting there like, okay, he might have like a dang like that. Really kind of sucks. But, he's very all right, next thing, and if it's a loss, all right, what did we do wrong? Next game. So I don't know. I like the culture that he brings to this team. I like how he leads this team. I feel like it develops other leaders on the team. So, and he's not a freaking baby on the sideline like Liam Cohen. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so Liam Cohen, he was talking about how they were controlling. He said it was basically inexcusable to lose that game after they were controlling the game. And I
wouldn't say controlling.
Yeah, that's the main point. Is I think it was inexcusable to lose that game.
Yeah.
Because you happened upon a 17-0 lead and you just can't blow that whenever you're trying to you're trying to basically put your division rival out of the picture.
Away.
You could have ended their season. They were not in control of that game at all.
No. Because they did not have to work for those points the 17 points in the first.
Yeah.
I
think the whole time, the Texans offense really got it going. Even whenever they were screwing around in the first quarter, they weren't 3 and outs all the time. It didn't look atrocious. They were moving the ball. That punt return kind of took the air out of everything. But then they kept moving the ball in the second quarter. They kicked a field goal on a drive that I thought was okay, and then they go down and they score a touchdown, and it's all of a sudden you're down 10-17, and look, I don't know, I told you every time the Texans scored, it was all right, well look, we would be winning this game right now.
This is true.
If we hadn't handed them 14 points,
all their freaking points, yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't know, they never looked like they were in control. They were leading for a lot of the time. And then the Texans offense, when they came out of half, they didn't score in the third quarter. And, you thought they were going to get something done going into the half. I didn't think that pass was completed at the end of
I didn't either.
basically spotted the Jaguars 3 more points to end the
Right.
half.
Because it's like, did he have, like, did the ground help him? Like, maybe not, but did he have, like, possession of it? Like, it was rolling around in his arms. Like, he didn't have, like, possession of it. I think, like, him having his arms on the ground and rolling kind of, like, helped the ball look like it was whatever, you know? I just don't think he had control of the ball.
Yeah.
So, not a catch in my opinion. I thought it was a good challenge. I still think it's a good challenge, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it would have made them kick like a 60-something yard field goal, and instead they kicked like a 50-yarder, and that's a chip shot for Cam Little. It's just...
Yeah. It was like every time, like, you can't let this guy get into, you know, our territory because he will make the field goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was scary towards the end because...
That's all they needed was one field goal.
That's all you could, And like, especially not getting that 2-point conversion, not to jump ahead, but getting that 2-point conversion at the end was, like, it would have given us a little bit of breathing room because we knew if they got anywhere past the 50, he was going to try for it and probably get it.
Yeah.
So, like, 90% chance he was going to get it. Can't tell you how many, like, games of ours this season and last season were ended on stupid field goals where we just got ourselves in a rut. And, like, with this one, it's like we did ourselves no favors, like, at all. We just happened to have, like, the mental ability to stay in this game and just keep pushing and keep pushing. And, like, we're led very well to not give up and just make things happen no matter how big of a pit you're in.
Yeah. I mean, that, like, I think you said it multiple times during the game, where, like, that was basically, or especially when we were talking about it afterwards, like, that was basically, if that play goes a different way, this game's over right there. And there was a moment in the fourth quarter, maybe it was in the third, where the Texans had the ball around midfield and they had to go for it on 4th down after Dalton Schultz dropped that pass on 3rd.
Ugh, yeah.
And they didn't get it. They turned the ball over on downs at midfield. I thought it was over then.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
Because you're down at that point. I think the Jaguars had kicked the field goal, so you were down 23 to 10. I thought it was over then. Then you get them backed up to 3rd down and 17 on the drive that follows. And Kalen Bullock misses a tackle.
Yeah.
And some no-name tight end takes it 21 yards to convert for a 1st down.
Yeah.
And then they get a touchdown on that drive. And it really feels like it's over because you're down by 19 at that point going into the 4th. But this team never quit. Like, they never...
Never.
A lot of the fans walked out. And look, I don't blame you because I know all of us were like, Ellie and I had a lot of things planned. I had today off, and then I took Monday off as well. We had like a 4-day weekend that we had planned to, like, okay, we have a lot of things we need to do around the house.
Yeah, maintenance stuff to keep up with and all that stuff.
Ellie had been working for literally like a week and a half straight because her schedule was weird. She had trainings in between, like, actual shifts, and so she was up for like 36 hours on, 36 hours off for, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 days in a row.
Yeah, it was rough. I would have loved to have taken a rest day.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm glad I didn't, of course. But, like, I don't know. And, like, again, not saying, like, boo, you're fake fans if you left. Because, like, what did the team have to give you? Like, what did you have to go off of? You know, like, you had every reason, realistically, to look at this and be like, yeah, we're freaking losing this game. Why would I stay?
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, just so happened that our team pulled together and, you know, made it happen.
Yeah. They finally stopped running the ball up the middle on the goal line.
Thank God, dude. If we had one more sequence where we're going to run it up the freaking middle, oh my gosh, it was about to be me and Nick Cayley on site.
Yeah.
Like, it is just bad. Yeah, I'm glad that we got some variety in our, like, red zone, less than 5 yard play calls because it was definitely needing some refreshing because, oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. Just, like, hitting our heads into a wall. And I'm sure, like, the team felt that way too, but I don't know, man. But I mean, like, also the penalties were just awful in this game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who the heck was officiating. He looked happy to be there, happy to call things on us the whole freaking time. I don't know. He had a smug little grin on his face. I didn't like it. So
I think even Ian Eagle was like, he has a very chipper disposition.
he was, yeah.
Whenever he's
Ian
calling
said it
penalties.
too. So it wasn't just me. But yeah, it's so many things that, like, were missed for us that Jacksonville just got away with, which whatever. You're going to get, you're a fool if you think that everything's going to get called.
Yeah.
So I expect, some things are not going to get called, but, stupid, ridiculous things getting called on, soft calls getting, called on us. And it just got to the point where it's just dude, come on. We're already digging ourselves in a hole. They don't need any more help, squaring this game away. And even then they couldn't square the game away, which is embarrassing. You had the refs on your side and you had us giving you points on your side. And then Jacksonville had the audacity to be frustrated about a pass interference call at the end.
Yeah,
it's
the one against Christian Kirk.
Yeah, we gave you a bajillion earlier, so you can sit down. You didn't use those, so we'll use ours that you gave us, so thank you.
We almost didn't.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, this whole game was just kind of it really hung in the balance. Because, you were down 19. You needed to be perfect. Mm-hmm. And you almost weren't a lot. Mm-hmm. So, the first drive that they scored in the fourth quarter, that was the Jaden Higgins pass for 12 yards on third down. Perfect throw, perfect route to Jaden Higgins. That was where Nico Collins had that one-handed two-point conversion catch.
That was crazy.
That we kind of it was on the far opposite corner from us.
So we didn't really see it. All that we saw was that it was good. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, oh my gosh, yes! Yeah. And then later on in the post-game conference or whatever, we found out that it was a one-handed crazy catch or whatever. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, and Nico Collins took inspiration from Derek Stingley. He said, I'm trying to get like you. Is that what he said?
They're really close, and I think that's so cute. Mm-hmm. But no, yeah, Stingley, crazy. Continues to just be a beast. Yeah. There was someone, I don't know if it was your mom, not to out her, mm-hmm. but someone said that Stingley is just not that good this year. Mm-hmm. He's all this, but he's just really not that good of a cornerback. Mm-hmm. Incorrect. Yeah. He is still that guy. Mm-hmm. And I always knew it. I never doubted him for a second.
Yeah.
Always stand with my boys in the back.
So the next drive, the Texans went down the field, and that was the Woody Marks touchdown to the outside, where they finally said, all right, we're done. Yeah. Going up the middle. They didn't get the 2-point conversion there because Davis Mills that was the final one. Yeah. But man, they got to stop again, and then they got the ball back. And this was a drive where it felt like it was all kind of falling apart. Mm-hmm. They had those 2 incompletions to start the drive. The second one was the one that got tipped up into the air. Or the first one where he tried to throw that slant to Nico Collins.
There were so many throws that just got tipped up or thrown in the air where I was like, no, please.
Yeah, I think the drive before he tried to throw the ball away.
Literally.
And Greg Newsome was just sitting there, the only guy in the area, and the ball just bounced off the ground right in between his hands.
Yes, Davis got so lucky. There were so many throws, at least 3 or 4. Where I was like, Davis, why did you throw that? Why did you throw that right there? Yeah, because literally it's triple coverage. Where is one of our guys? Nowhere. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. Mm-hmm. But all of our notable plays in the fourth quarter happened on third down. Yeah. We would have gone for it on fourth anyways, but whatever, usually speaking, your last chance to make something happen.
Yeah, before things get real desperate, and especially.
And we have been terrible on third down this year. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it worked out. This third down, you had third down and 10. You were on your own 7-yard line. And if you punt this ball away here, you only have the one timeout because you can't get it figured out.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my gosh, why are we not getting to the line? It's CJ, it's Davis. Why? I'm just beginning to think it's our offense, you know, as a whole. Why can't we lock in? Nick Caley, are you struggling to make the play calls? Are you with all of this Davis Mills time that we're having, it's been very eye-opening, and I'm glad because it's not all on CJ. Mm-hmm. You know, there are things that he needs to own up to, of course, as does everyone, but he's not the sole reason that this offense is falling apart. Mm-hmm. So I really miss him. Mm-hmm. He needs to come back. Yeah. Plus, the reason why I didn't Davis is fine. He's on my nice list now. But Davis just has no charisma, no character. Mm-hmm. So, which CJ's been struggling to have some happiness, as anyone would on our team right now. But whatever.
Man, I don't care about Joe Mixon. Sorry, what were you talking about?
I forgot, honestly.
Yes, so third down.
Yes, the third downs. And the getting to the line at 0 seconds, and D'Amico having to save us twice.
Yeah.
By burning our timeouts.
Yeah, but I mean, Dalton Schultz bailed him out after dropping a third down earlier in the game. Had a huge one for 20 yards on third down and 10 from their own 7.
He kind of balled out today, or yesterday, whatever, Sunday.
Yeah, his touchdown catch was incredible. Mm-hmm. And that was on third down as well. And then the next sequence, the Texans were getting it done through the air. And then all of a sudden, that last drive, I mean, the Jaguars had been on the field the entire time. They had 2 yards of offense in the fourth quarter.
Which is atrocious.
The Texans had 209. And that's 2 yards of offense, including that 21-yard run that Trevor Lawrence had at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And so...
all that negative yardage that they had.
Yeah, after Davis Mills completed that pass to Dalton Schultz, 5-yard run by Woody Marks, 6-yard run by Woody Marks, 5-yard run by Woody Marks, 7-yard pass to Jaden Higgins, which that was a snag. He ripped that one out of the air.
Yeah.
He was huge this game too.
He was. He's going to be so good. I think there was one catch in the beginning, like the first quarter, where he only had 1 foot in, and you were like, next year he gets that, and he's, competing with Nico.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was a college catch. He tried to get 1 foot down. Next year he's going to turn his body in.
Yeah.
Maybe next week. Who knows?
Who freaking knows?
Then 12-yard run by Nick Chubb, 7-yard run by Nick Chubb. And
then that drive was crazy.
They just turned it on where they were just like, yeah, you know what? We're just going to run the ball down your throat, which they've been trying to do all year. Then later on was that pass interference to Christian Kirk. They got to the 2-yard line, had a false start, a 2-yard loss, another false start, then an incompletion to Nico Collins, which was questionable. Could have been called for pass interference maybe.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, but it's whatever. It was a bad throw.
There's also this freaking lady next to us that was screaming, saying, "Focus! Davis, focus!"
Well, she wasn't saying Davis. She was saying Miles, focus.
Yeah, she was saying Miles. I was like, is she saying Miles or Mills? It was really weird. But she's just screaming at him to, focus. Like, do this, focus. It's like, girl, he can't focus. Obviously, he's getting all these false starts because you're screaming focus at him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I said that to her. I think I was like, well, he can't focus if you keep on saying that. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said
Ellie
that.
was very upset, yelling at the refs, yelling at people.
I was. I literally, because he's the stupid ref that was making hand gestures to the crowd, apparently.
Yeah, I think it was the field judge. I don't know. He went and he handed something to somebody in the stands at one point. And then he went and some people were yelling at him and he did the talking motion or whatever. At them, and he was just, I don't know, he was having fun with the crowd. Ref. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's normal or not, but that's the first time I've ever paid attention to it.
Yeah, that's wild. But I yelled at him and I said, which game are you watching? Because I know it's not this one.
Mm-hmm. Ellie was getting upset.
I was getting pissed.
But yeah, they ended up at the Jacksonville 14, 3rd down and goal. And that's when Davis Mills.
Money Mills.
Really didn't want to take off and run.
No.
But Devin Lloyd got caught up trying to cover Woody Marks into the end zone. And just kept running, and Davis Mills basically followed him right behind. Trayvon Walker literally broke through the line at the start of the play and just couldn't finish the play.
Yeah.
And Davis Mills escaped the pocket, ran for 14 yards and a touchdown. Incredible. The scenes were incredible.
It was, oh my gosh, it was insane. Everyone just screaming, jumping, crying, throwing up. It was wild.
Yeah. I mean, it was... They didn't get the 2-point conversion, and then they kicked the ball off to the Jaguars. Yeah, because they didn't even get a chance. They didn't get a playoff.
Because the snap got, I don't know what happened to the snap, but we almost fumbled it, and that could have been terrible, because knowing our luck, Jags would have picked it up and took it down to the other end for a touchdown. Mm-hmm. So, but, I mean, whatever, that's the best that you can hope for in a case like that. Yeah, so at that point, we're all stressed and sweating because... first of all, I was sweating this game because I wore a freaking sweater. Biggest mistake. I've lived here my whole life. I don't know why. I felt a cool breeze and then was like, I want a sweater to the game. Bad idea. Anyways, but we knew Cam Little, given the chance, would nail the field goal. And we're all having hot flashes because we've been in this situation so many times. All of us are having deja vu, and they almost got the chance to.
Yeah, I mean, Trevor Lawrence broke out the same thing that's happened in the Buccaneers game, in the Broncos game. Trevor Lawrence breaks
Same fucking
contain,
thing.
runs for 21 yards on third down and forever, goes. I think he ended up 1 yard short or something like that on second down. Maybe it was second down and
It was
forever.
something like that.
But he ran for like 21 yards. They're at like their own 40 something. And I mean the thing about that was crazy was the stadium was basically empty. But I mean they were showing like the noise rating on the thing and it was up to like 118 decibels, the loudest I've heard it in years. It was so loud in there.
It was super, super loud. Which it was like, it was like deafening in there.
And it looked like the Jaguars had essentially won the game. Like they completed a pass to Parker Washington, I think, on the sideline at our 40-yard line.
And then
Yeah, there was a hands to the face penalty.
it was kind of atrocious.
Yeah, it was obvious, and it was a horrific time for that penalty to happen because they had the completion at the 41.
Right.
They were going to kick like a 58-yard field goal and probably win the game. And then they only had time for one more play, basically. Trevor Lawrence gets tripped up by Will Anderson, throws a pick to Sheldon Rankins. He returns it for a touchdown.
Bomb.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute. Just like stadium probably was shaking at that point.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. D'Amico was running down to the end zone. He's jumping on Sheldon. It's like, and then that one like what was it? I don't even know. Probably an offensive lineman from the Jags. Like knocked it out of Sheldon's hands in the end zone. It's like,
oh yeah. I think it was a running back. But,
good one, buddy.
oh man, just the perfect ending to a perfect day at the stadium. Not a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination. Like
not.
the Texans need to clean some things up on special teams.
Which I know that Frank will square away. He's got that team very disciplined. Usually, this like never happens. Usually our special teams is on point. They're getting us good field position. They're like getting us like I don't know. I don't even know. But they just do really well. More than half the time.
Yeah.
So.
Better than they played, for sure.
Right. This is not the...
This is from the Broncos. What the heck?
Oh, awkward. But yeah, that's another thing that's frustrating is always at the end of the game when it comes down to it, we can't stop the quarterback runs. And it's like, why, what, guys? Like, we're so good in like every other aspect and like usually we can stop it, but that's something they really need to work on. They also need to really work on red zone defense because that's where we kind of lack a little bit. I mean, saying this from the top of the rankings, of course, but you know, D'Amico always has a what can we do better, you know, even if we win, what can we do better mentality, and all the guys have that same mentality, and that's why they're so good, you know.
Yeah.
Because even though they're the top, there's always more you can do. So, you know, and then Aziz almost took Trevor Lawrence's head off again. So that was almost bad.
There were two moments where Trevor Lawrence was kind of held up a little bit running the ball. Just barely hit the turf before, like one time Aziz Alshire went flying right over the top
Literally
of him.
like a freaking plane right over.
With murderous intent.
Which I don't know what that dude. I love Aziz. I will stand by him and like whatever. Did he like nail Trevor Lawrence last year? Yeah. But I still stand by him. I just, I look at that and I was like, Aziz. Like as soon as it happened, I was like, what is he doing? He's going to take his head off again.
Yeah, and Henry To'oTo'o almost did it again later in the game where he also went flying just barely over Trevor Lawrence. And so he narrowly escaped with his life.
I mean, you can't be a top defense without having a little bit of, I don't know, dare I say aggression. But, guys, we escaped literally by this much.
Yeah, I mean, Danielle Hunter, 3.5 sacks.
Crazy performance by him.
He went
crazy.
He was incredible. The Jaguars have 0 pass rush, which is probably why the Texans were able to do whatever they wanted on offense.
This is true, yeah.
But I mean, like the Jaguars now are in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they were 1 2-point conversion away from being the losers of 4 straight. They barely beat the Raiders in overtime last week, or else they would have lost the last 4 games. I know Jaguars fans, as soon as that air starts to get a little bit crisp, they know their season's over. Like, I don't even know why you get excited at this point.
I don't know.
You must know. Surely you must know.
This is always where it falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure everyone's having, like, hot flashes and, like, PTSD and deja vu.
Yeah.
In Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's a little bit early, I think, because I think, what did they start, like 8-3 that one year that they lost the rest of their games and then went 4-12 or whatever, 4-13 last season. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you were 5 and what? You were 4-2 or something like that. You must have been.
Yeah, I mean, Trevor just like
4-1
fell
or
off
something.
this game.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're not good.
No, Trevor did not look. Besides that touchdown pass, he just didn't look good. Mm-mm. I mean, I can almost count on it every time that he comes to Houston. He looks so bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that. I don't know. Houston air.
I don't know. I mean, I watched him play his first ever NFL game in NRG Stadium, 5-6 years ago at this point? And he threw 3 interceptions, and I think he ended up throwing 3 touchdowns as well. And, he looked okay. But that's, you see that and you're like, okay. I don't know. But it really hasn't looked any different. Like, you see that as a rookie and you're like, okay. I don't know. Maybe the Jaguars found something because he did throw 3 interceptions, but maybe there's something to build on there. And then you come back in, and it's 6 years later and you're still doing the same thing in the same stadium. It's just, if you're a Jaguars fan, you have to be beyond frustrated.
This is true.
Because I don't think you're making the playoffs. Like, you're here, you're sitting at 5-4 now, and you blow this game. You're only rated 6-3, and now you're only a game in front of the Texans in that 7th wild card spot.
Right.
And
it's embarrassing, guys. We're not good.
Yeah, and now you're playing the Chargers next week, and you're probably going to lose that game the way you've been playing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They're looking at a way where they could be 5-5 next week. And the Texans, they go and play the Titans next week. They may be 5-5 as well, tied with the Jaguars, beating them on head-to-head.
Yeah.
And then, they have the Bills. The Texans also play the Chiefs, the Chargers. They still have games against all these teams that are ahead of them in the standings.
Yeah.
They have a chance to overtake all of them. And they also have 2 of their games left against the Colts.
Which is horrifying a little bit.
It's horrifying, but it also means that this season's far from over, right? Like, you thought it was, I don't know, maybe 45 to 50 minutes into this game, like game clock-wise. In the last 10 minutes, you get all of it back. And now, rather than sitting here talking about how we're done, it's over, stop trying, give up, it's we win in Tennessee, we get things right in Tennessee against a team we should beat, and we have the whole season in front of us. Mm-hmm.
We have a long stretch, like a half bye until our next game on Thursday night after that. So, I mean, hopefully off the Titans bye, the Texans can...
But we'll have a short week going into Buffalo.
Oh, that's right. We'll have a long week after that. Mm-hmm. Gosh, dang it. Well, I mean, hopefully the game goes well in Tennessee. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, the Texans have it all in front of them somehow, some way.
Yeah.
And, like, credit to Nick Caley. Last thing we'll say about this game is, like, even though the Texans looked bad on offense to start the season, like, even whenever, like, when CJ was in there against the Broncos, they didn't look terrible. Mm-hmm. Davis Mills, obviously no preparation as a starter, no first-team reps that week before, came into the game, didn't do well. This week, the ability for someone to get your backup quarterback ready is something that people don't talk about. But the fact that you can go into this game and win with a backup quarterback, especially the way you went down, hats off to the entire coaching staff, but especially Nick Caley, because they scored points this week. They did. They moved the ball. They doubled the Jaguars' offensive output this week. So good for them. We'll move on to the rest of the weekend recap now. I think it's probably 30 minutes of that Texans game, but I don't even care. That's all we wanted to talk about.
That's all we want to talk about. You guys, we're a Texans podcast first.
Yeah. We could talk about the bullshit that happened in Germany.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To start, Colts 31, Falcons 25.
Also, can you turn it down in here? It's getting kind of toasty.
Bruh. Okay.
I'm starting to feel like I'm at the Texans game again. I'm sorry. Dahlia's. Oh. Well, I have my sweater on. And Dahlia's sharing her body heat with me. Perfect timing. Kirby!
We're not doing this. Come on.
Kirby! Kirby, wanna play? I need to sweep. There's so much hair on the floor. Also, I'm really trying not to cough, but...
That's okay. Just cough away from the mic. Bro. Okay. So Colts 31, Falcons 25.
Kind of some nonsense in this game.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. First of all, I don't know.
What?
Jonathan Taylor is unstoppable. We'll start with that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really the only story out of this game for the Colts because this is what we've known the whole time, right?
I mean, he's superhuman.
244 yards, 3 touchdowns, the longest run in the NFL this year with an 83-yard touchdown run. The Falcons are again a Falcon. I don't know how you let him score there. If you look at the screen, like I'm sure you can find screenshots of him literally enveloped in players,
Yeah,
and then 2 seconds later he's running for a touchdown.
right.
And you had him dead to rights. It's unbelievable. I don't know how he is so good. It's crazy to watch. He's probably not going to win MVP because they only give out to quarterbacks now.
Sad for him. He should. He is MVP.
He really should because the fact of the matter is this, right? Daniel Jones looked horrible last week.
He did, yeah.
And people are wondering, okay, is he maybe just Daniel Jones again? And then they come out and they win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones looked horrible again. Mm-hmm. He had a terrible interception to end the half.
A really bad one, yeah.
Not even close to his target. He lost the ball 3 times. They turned the ball over once on his fumbles. He is just running around out there with his head cut off again.
Yeah.
His final stat line didn't end up looking terrible. And this game went to overtime. Just like he did, I want to give him credit for his throw to Tyler Warren at the end of the half, or at the end of overtime, basically. He basically won the game with his throw.
Yeah.
They got into Falcons territory right away, which is something we'll talk about in a second. But outside of that, he just does not look good.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing we talked about last week, where they're going to win games when Jonathan Taylor is allowed to go off.
Right.
And if he doesn't go for over 100 yards and multiple touchdowns, they're going to start losing. That's
Right.
just the way it's going to be.
Their offense is their running back.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Which there's no shame in that. But
No,
I just think that it has to, like when the Texans play the Colts, put 4 linebackers on the field, 2 defensive tackles, have your best run-stopping defensive ends out there, and just tell Derek Stingley and Kamari Lassiter to figure it out.
You just got to hold it down back there.
Yeah.
Like, just got to figure it out. Because, I mean, like, what? The receiver room, you have Tyler Warren, who's tight end, but, you know, then you have Pittman out there.
Alec Pierce.
And then
who has 0 touchdowns on the season. Like,
what's the other guy's
Josh
name?
Downs
Josh
as well.
Downs,
A.D.
yes.
Mitchell's in New York now because they decided they needed less help in the wide receiver room for some reason.
Yeah. Because you got Jonathan Taylor. And most teams you can survive like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm scared to play them. I am. Because, you know, it's not that we've been bad against the run this year. It's Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
It's just a different animal altogether.
And I'm sure there's some stat. There's always a stat. Like with Derrick Henry, it was like, wow, did you know he averages over 200 yards a game versus the Texans or something like that? I'm sure Jonathan Taylor's like, did you know he has over 15,000 yards a game against the Texans or some bullshit like that? So I don't know. It's frustrating to watch. I mean, the Falcons are not good. I think that's represented in the record. Like, they're bad.
They are not good.
And so this is the second game in a row where the Colts have been on the edge of losing. against a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they basically had this game lost. Like the Falcons went down, drove down the field, and scored a touchdown to take the lead with like a minute and a half left, and only because Daniel Jones tried to lose this game for you.
He really did.
He took 2 horrible sacks on this game-tying drive, and then again the same thing that has always sunk teams like the Texans. Daniel Jones scampers out and like on 3rd down and forever.
Right.
Happens to get a first down just because people lose contain and he saves the game doing that.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, and Michael Badgley had missed 2 kicks before that. And not only that, but like they got 2 huge kickoff returns to bail them out. So like the fact that Daniel Jones is now playing poorly has only really affected them negatively in one game. But now like it's clear to us now that they are currently winning in spite of Daniel Jones.
It's kind of relieving almost because I feel like I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
You know, my assumptions in the beginning were correct. That Daniel Jones is not him.
Yeah.
He can be good.
He can be good when everything is going right.
Yeah. Not to say like...
Which you could probably ask that of a lot of guys who are analysts now on Fox and whatever,
Right.
and ESPN.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dan Orlovsky could go out there and lead a drive if you gave him everything that the Colts have had this season. So,
Right.
you know, good for them. I think I saw a report this week that they're planning to offer Daniel Jones the same contract that Sam Darnold got in Seattle, like
Crazy.
3-year, $100 million contract.
3 years with Daniel Jones. That is a commitment.
Yeah, but I mean, when are you going to get another quarterback?
I guess never. I don't know. I guess you have Anthony Richardson, who's not the
He's bad.
worst.
He's bad. He might be the worst, but
Never mind. Maybe he can develop.
But we don't know what he is yet, right? We know what Daniel Jones is. It's the same reason why at the beginning of the year we thought, what's happening? How? I don't understand. We know who this guy is.
Right. How is he literally going off?
And now that things aren't so easy,
Yeah.
it's become apparent that they're going to have to start winning in spite of Daniel Jones.
Right.
Because that's what they did on Sunday morning.
Right.
Is Jonathan Taylor literally bailed him out.
Said, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. The only thing I want to talk about this game is when they went to overtime. We were walking into the stadium, so I wasn't listening to the broadcast. I was just watching it. And I saw that the Colts called the coin toss, which was incorrect, right? And I thought it was strange at the beginning because the Colts were technically the home team, but they called the heads or tails.
Bruh, come on.
And they won the toss, and they elected to receive the ball, which I was confused about. And I told you I don't know why they're getting the ball first.
Yeah.
Because both teams get a chance to possess the ball in overtime now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. Which wasn't always the case. If you scored a touchdown, the game used to end immediately. And so you wanted the ball first so you could go end the game and know that your offense is going to get a chance to score.
Right.
But now it's kind of like college overtime a little bit, where like it's to your advantage to go second, I feel like. Is it not?
I feel like, yeah, there's always, I mean, because why do you do it? I mean, I guess you do it in regulation because you want the ball out of half. But I don't know. Sometimes you just, you need a second to just kind of like, all right, this is what we're up against. This is what we need. I feel like you feel more motivated or more like you know kind of what you want to do, knowing what you got ahead of you.
Yeah.
So if you're first, you're like, I don't know if they're going to get a field goal. I don't know if they're going to get a touchdown after this. Like, at least we know, like, we've got to get at least a field goal. We've got to get at least a touchdown, you know? Like, if you have the advantage that way, I would probably let the other team go first.
Yeah. I feel like, every fourth down.
They have to come up with something quick, like,
Yeah.
you know?
If you see the Colts score a touchdown, you say, okay, this 4th down and 10 or whatever, like, we're just going to go for it. But instead, like, the Falcons, so they went and redid the coin toss during commercial.
That's so goofy.
The Falcons won the toss, and they also asked for the ball first. So both teams asked for the ball first in overtime. And then the Falcons went and, they got an okay return to like the 30-yard line. Michael Penix took a big sack he shouldn't have taken on 3rd down. And so they ended up punting from their own end. And then the Colts get the ball at like the 40 with a chance to like go, okay, you need 20 yards to kick a field goal and win the game.
Which is, I feel like better position to be in.
Yeah. Why would you ever want to be in a position where you might have to, one, punt? Because if you get the ball second, you may not even have that option.
That is true.
You may just need to go for it every time. Mm-hmm. And then second, like, if you get a stop on defense, you have them punt you the ball and you have the ball at midfield. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you ever just take a chance on, okay, yeah, let me see if we can get a stop real quick and then have a short field, kick a game-winning field goal.
Right.
And instead, the Falcons punted the ball.
Unless
and Daniel
you don't trust
Jones.
your defense.
Yeah, but I don't know why the Falcons wouldn't trust their defense. They've been getting to Daniel Jones all weekend.
That's true.
All day. And then they punt the ball, and Daniel Jones needs to complete one pass to win the game. And he does. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know, they were just like dancing on their graves. Or Michael Badgley had missed 2 kicks, and so they didn't trust him. I don't know. But they just kept running the ball and running the ball and running the ball and running the ball until Jonathan Taylor finally scored his 3rd touchdown. And that was the game. But I just don't understand why both teams wanted the ball first. I don't get that at all.
I know. Are other people sounding off about that?
I haven't seen anything about this game because it happened so long ago, like in the morning, and everybody just kind of forgot about it. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's weird. I want to know what y'all's opinions are, if you think you should take the ball or not first in overtime, because I don't get it.
Let us know.
Yeah, but I don't know. Congrats to the Colts.
One more thing. Mm-hmm. Daniel Jones, whenever he got hurt or whatever, his like bloody lip, he looked so bad. Like you're usually like whatever, like Brian Cushing, like blood coming down your forehead. Like you look super tough. You look like super metal.
Yeah.
He looked so like a kid who just got like his glasses punched off of him at school.
He looked like he was like one of those dirty kids with juice around their mouths. Like that's what he looked like.
That is what he looked like. That is what he looked like.
He was the first person to like be bloody and like ragged on the field and look dorkier than without it. Like
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we do need to get that cleaned up.
Yeah, like when JJ Watt broke his nose and like had blood running down his face, or like when Brian Cushing headbutted that guy without his helmet on. Or even whenever, like, I don't even know what game it was, where they zoomed in on the center and his hand was bleeding.
Yeah.
And it's
I
like,
forgot what game that was.
Okay, that's pretty tough.
That's pretty tough, yeah.
But then, like, Daniel Jones is just like...
Yeah, who gave him the Kool-Aid? who let him have his Kool-Aid? We told him after the game only. Yeah, no. I see, like, I take care of kids in the hospital who look the same with their red Gatorade that they have.
Oh my goodness.
That's so funny. I'm glad that you made that comparison, because I was like, he looks like someone with his super wide eyes too.
Yeah.
It just does not help him out. Anyways,
enough
on him.
So now the Colts still the 1 seed somehow, but
another week, another 1 seed.
Yeah, but again, like I said, that I think if you asked the Colts 2 weeks ago how they felt about it and how they feel about it now,
right,
probably a lot more nervous Colts fan.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Jets 27, Browns 20. I don't know if you've seen anything about this game. Barstool Sports had a very funny post that they posted. It was
memes in it?
No. Oh. It was the Justin Fields touchdown pass, and it was just like captioned like dot talk. But it was just the screen to Breece Hall, and then he took it 42 yards for a touchdown.
Bruh.
I want you to guess. Imagine that never happened. How many yards did Justin Fields have passing today?
Oh Lord, like under 100, between 100 and 100.
If you're guessing triple digits, you're way off.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Way off?
Yes.
Gosh, like 50? Are you serious?
If you're guessing positive numbers, you're almost way off.
10?
He had 12 yards passing outside of that play. He was 5 for 10, 12 yards and an interception outside of his 42-yard screen pass to Breece Hall.
OMG. That's crazy. I can't believe it.
And the Jets won this game.
How did I not see that? That's insane.
Yeah, so he was 6 of 11, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for 54 yards.
Those are the worst stats in the world. What was he doing?
I don't know. I genuinely have no clue. But the fact, what's more embarrassing is that the Browns lost this game. And if it wasn't for his interception, that gave them basically a 22-yard short field, they would have never even been close.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because they opened the scoring on a 95-yard touchdown drive to go up 7-0. The Browns did. Mm-hmm. They allowed a kickoff return touchdown. The very next possession, they allowed a punt return touchdown. Mm-hmm. How? We thought the Texans had a bad day on special teams. That's embarrassing.
That is really embarrassing. At least we just fumbled it.
Yeah. 2 kickoff returns back to back. Unheard of.
It is crazy. It is so crazy. Oh, that's crazy. That and then Breece Hall was just their whole offense.
Their entire offense.
Rushing and receiving leader.
Their receiving leader on 1 catch for 42 yards. Yeah.
It's so crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what was going on in the stadium. It was wet. It was rainy. I can't imagine.
In MetLife too. Oh.
The people that were there in the stadium, absolute heroes of our day.
I mean, truly.
I don't know.
What did they think? Like, oh, we have nothing better to do on this.
I mean, I've definitely gone
Sunday?
to games where I'm like, we have no business going. Like, nobody on earth has any business watching this game. But I've been in the stadium for that. Like,
Yeah.
Those years we were 2-14, I was there, just sitting there. You
Fair.
find a way to have fun, but we're inside. Like,
That is true. We are inside.
I think
air conditioned.
I think if it was raining, I think that maybe would be the thing that would be like, okay, no, I'm not going.
Yeah,
Like, I'd rather watch from home.
that's fair.
But
Even then, your dad would probably still go.
yeah, and we'd all probably still go anyway.
We-
But but yeah, it was just a horrible game. I don't know. I saw something where people were saying that Dylan Gabriel should be investigated by the FBI for some of the throws that he was making. I saw some of them. They were very bad. Like,
Anything that gets him off the field, honestly. If y'all want to, where do I sign?
but I mean, yeah, that was basically it. Just the fact that this game had 2 return touchdowns, and then Justin Fields continues to. I don't know. Justin Fields truthers they can't exist anymore. They can't.
They will. They have to.
There's no way. This is the second game this year where he's thrown for like 12 yards.
Well, he has to. I don't know. There has to be someone.
I guess.
Because there's always someone that wants to stand up for him. Which, I mean,
know.
whatever. Dig your grave. But that is atrocious.
Yeah. Speaking of atrocious, Dolphins 30, Bills 13.
Not how I thought it was going to go.
No, not at all.
This is the second time only that Tua has won against the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Home or away.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's hard to beat a team 8 times in a row. That's true.
Truly.
But I mean, the Bills.
I guess the pattern's got to break at some point.
The Bills are something else, man. They're now a game and a half behind the Patriots in the AFC East.
Yeah.
They have to go to Foxborough to play their next game against the Patriots.
That's not going to be good.
That's going to be the season on the line. Like, if they lose that game, they're not going to win their division. The Patriots.
The Patriots are playing now.
Yeah, and who the Patriots are playing now. Like, they're not going to lose another game outside of maybe that game and the Ravens game.
Right.
So if you can't get that win over the Patriots, like, the Patriots are going to lose 2 games for you to come back and beat them. You'll need to win 3 games more than the Patriots do if you lose to them. And that's not going to happen. So, I don't know.
That's crazy.
The Bills, I think, still technically control their own. No, they don't. They don't. They need help now.
Control their own what?
Destiny? Yeah, they don't, because they need to beat the Patriots. They'll still be a half game behind the Patriots if they win, with no tiebreaker advantage because it'll just be a wash. And then they'll need the Patriots to lose.
Yeah.
At least another game.
And that's not a spot you want to be in, is hoping your other rivals lose.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're
Scary
still kind
place
of
to be.
in that spot where, like, the Texans need the Colts to lose, like, another game and a half, at least 2 more games.
4,000.
Yeah. But, like, for the Bills to be in this spot now, I don't know. This team has not looked good
No.
really at all. Like, I mean, we remember that Saints game that they were struggling to do anything.
Yeah.
The only game that they've, like, dominated was the Panthers game. And then, like, they kind of took it to, like, the Jets, I think, a little bit. But even then, struggling to get going, they didn't, like, run away with the game until later on.
Right.
So, I don't know. And the secret, to me, is obvious. So James Cook only had 53 yards today, or on Sunday.
Yeah. Why didn't they use him more?
I mean, they were down 16-0 in a hurry. So, that's a problem.
I mean, I guess so.
This team is not built to come from behind. Like they have been. Like, I mean, they started the season with one of the greatest comebacks of all time.
Right.
And that was the only game. Like, I think Josh Allen threw for more yards in that fourth quarter than he has consistently this year. It just hasn't been there.
I know. Like, where is the Josh Allen that comes back and saves games? Like, the don't worry, they're down now, but they're going to finish this game out on top.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's still playing well, but they just have nobody out there.
No, not really.
Just have no one at wide receiver. Like, Khalil Shakir is decent, right? He's not a number one wide receiver.
No.
Keon Coleman looks okay at times.
Right.
It's clear to me that he's not going to be the guy there.
No, which is sad because I like Keon Coleman.
Yeah, I like him too. And, like, he was like a second, third round guy, right? So it's not. Nico Collins took a little while to take off, and so it's not out of the question that he
Right.
could be decent. But the situation that Nico Collins found himself in and the situation that Keon Coleman found himself in are two very separate things. Nico Collins, Brandon Cooks is already in the building. You're going into a situation where you have nobody's playing quarterback. Davis Mills eventually ends up the starter for your team. And he's fine, but he's not the greatest, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he literally started with him.
Yeah.
So it's like they're both figuring it out together.
Yeah. And then CJ Stroud comes in. You have competent play calling for the first season.
Yeah.
And you have a good quarterback, and then your numbers skyrocket. Now you're one of the best receivers in the NFL. Keon Coleman gets dropped into an offense with nobody,
Right.
with Josh Allen as a quarterback, and can't make an impact on a game.
Yeah.
He had a touchdown in this one, but
He did.
it was when it didn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the Bills are doing. I'm sure the Bills fans probably wanted them to trade for a receiver at the trade deadline,
I'm sure they did. Just the same way that the Patriots wanted them to trade for running back.
or a receiver, because their receiver room is also bad.
This is true.
But yeah, as it stands, it's James Cook or nothing. So in wins, right? So the first game was a bit of an anomaly. He had 44 yards in that one,
Yeah.
and they somehow managed to win against the Ravens, whose defense was terrible, but we didn't know that yet.
Right.
Then in their next couple wins, he went for 132, 108, 117, 216, and 114 yards. In losses, he's had 49 yards, 87 yards, 53 yards. So when he doesn't go for over 100, they're not winning
They're
the
not
game.
winning.
Yeah.
So their run game is a little bit more powerful than they think it is. Or a little bit more necessary than they think it is.
It's all they have. It's the same
Yeah.
situation. When we play them on Thursday night, it'll be the same situation as the Colts.
It's Colts, yeah.
Put everybody in the box. And it sounds crazy, but make Josh Allen beat you through the air.
Yeah.
I'd take our corners against their wide receivers every day of the week.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah. Dang.
And I think there's a lot of teams that can say that, unfortunately. Outside of like the Commanders,
Yeah.
who cares, you know? But like all of the teams in the AFC playoffs, at least,
Yeah.
especially the Colts. I just picked up Sauce Gardner. They're getting Travarius Ward back from
God bless.
a concussion anytime, you know? All the other teams that are contending right now, in the Broncos with Pat Surtain and Riley Moss, like
Right.
all of these teams that are competing right now for the playoffs. Christian Gonzalez for the Patriots. All these teams are more equipped to just stack the box and let their best corners figure it out on the outside, rather than let you get your only offensive weapon going.
Yeah.
And so unless you want to start running Josh Allen again, like it's going to be a problem.
I mean, and that might be the thing that cooks us too. He
Yeah.
hasn't been great against that. I'd rather stack the box, trust our secondary out there, and then the only other thing really is just making sure that with the stacked box, you also look out for Josh Allen running. So
Yeah, you're going to need to spy Josh Allen and have a bunch of people just in the box.
yeah,
And just have one linebacker who follows him around no matter what.
which I feel like Aziz could do. I feel like he's a good spy. But
So that's it.
yeah,
That's all you have to do. Now, few teams are good enough to do that, and then you have to score a lot of points because the Bills' defense is not great, but it's good enough. You know, they just didn't play like it on Sunday. Stephon Achan had 22 carries, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns.
he's so fast, dude. He's literally. I think we forget how fast he is.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
he hasn't been
rocket.
able to run fast this year, but
Yeah,
because he's getting bogged down in all the bullshit that's going on in Miami.
I know. It's so annoying for him.
I think it's really funny that he played for A&M and nobody knew he was any good because A&M is just so abysmal at managing talent that they were just like, yeah, let's just run him up the middle 1,000 times. And then, yeah, I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not
He
like
could
he's
be
one of the
good.
most explosive track and field athletes that there is. Like he literally has literally has track Olympic speed, and you're like, whatever.
Literally.
We'll just let him run between a bunch of guys who weigh 50 pounds more than him, with no,
So silly.
with just like a regular zone run scheme, no creative ways to get him lanes through the middle.
Nah.
I don't know, but now the Dolphins.
Don't even act like they have a chance to do anything this season.
I mean, do anything? No, but the Dolphins are now 3-7. They are going to play the Commanders in Spain. Then they play. Okay. Then they play the Saints.
If they don't mess around, they can win that.
Then they play the Jets.
They can win that one too.
Then they play the Steelers. That's the one that's going to be the big test.
Yeah.
Big test. But if they win it, what's the record going to be?
What is that? I can't do math.
They'll
7,
be
8?
7-7.
Dang. It's not a terrible record.
It's not
a
terrible.
Playoff record, but
It may be good enough to keep someone their job.
oh, that's what we're going for.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's how if they win these games, how do they win these games?
I guess that's fair. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, when they've won, it's because Devon Achane has looked explosive on offense.
Why are we not running guys out there, guys?
I don't know. And then when Tua has been on and not been throwing to linebackers that he doesn't see, they've looked okay. You know, like that one throw he had to Jalen Waddle in the back of the end zone. Still don't really understand how Jalen Waddle caught that ball. And it was kind of like Tyreek Hill, I think, said it was a dot. It was not. It was a little bit underthrown.
Where is Tyreek? Watching this from his bedroom?
Yeah. I don't know.
Please.
I wonder where he lives. But anyways, my question is, I wonder if any of his kids live with him at all.
Probably not.
Yeah, like where are they kept though? That's what I want to know. Actually, I don't care.
Keep that to yourself.
Yeah. So I don't know. The Bills are down right now. I'll never count them out because Josh Allen is that good.
For sure. It's not like they lost to the Dolphins, now they're done for the season. Like, they're very much still in this season, but they just got some stuff they got to work on.
And they have a lot of games that they probably want back. Mm-hmm. Not a lot, but because they've only lost 3 games, but the ones that they have lost, they really had no reason to, even the Patriots game.
Yeah, honestly.
So.
And these are all divisional games that they're losing, except for the first one, right? No, the first loss with the Patriots?
No. The first loss was to the Patriots, and then they lost to the Falcons. So.
That's right. That was embarrassing. But yeah, they have a lot of divisional losses.
Yeah.
2, but for them, that's a lot.
But yeah, let's go over to talk about the Patriots now. Patriots 28, Buccaneers 23.
Old Brady is still the dominant Brady.
Yeah.
In the Brady Bowl.
It wasn't even really this close. Like,
no. I mean, Drake May he didn't look that good. He basically got like a 50% completion percentage and an interception, right?
Yeah, it was a bad interception. It was like throwing to like a double covered Mac Hollins. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, sometimes when you're feeling it, that was a heat check by Drake May, and it was not a smart one. No. Because they could have put this game away right there.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. The Patriots were weird in this game the entire time, I think. I don't know if you saw the sequence right before halftime.
Oh, yeah.
There was like a minute 44 left in the half, and they got the ball down to like the 1. And on 1st and goal, they literally like took a knee to run the clock, to burn time off the clock.
Okay.
And then they got stuffed on 2nd and 3rd down. Basically thinking like, we're going to score. We just want to take as much time off the clock as possible, so let's take a knee on 1st.
Please.
And then it wasn't until 4th down that Stephon Diggs had a circus catch in the back of the end zone to bail Mike Vrabel out, because it was about to be like, wow, you literally burned it down because you were so confident you were going to score.
Yeah.
And now it's 4th down and goal, and you better get in or else people are going to have a lot of questions.
Seriously.
So, I don't know.
That was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Great, it worked out for him, but kind of dumb.
Yeah, there was that. There was the interception in the end zone where they were driving to go put the game away in the 4th. They were going to go up 2 scores on the Buccaneers, and they threw an interception.
Yeah.
Then Trayvon Henderson, who had 14 carries, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, broke a game-sealing run that wasn't unlike the Jonathan Taylor one, where he was kind of stuffed a little bit, and then bounced it to the outside.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
he was gone, and I think it was really funny when he looked over to Mike
he's like,
Vrabel.
do I go? He's like, yeah, go. He's like, okay.
Yeah, which for the Buccaneers defense, you know how bad you got to be burnt for someone to have time to look over to the sideline.
Literally. That is so sad.
Oh,
Kirby's
Yeah.
just barf.
so the Patriots win one of their 3 games remaining on their schedule.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like with the Bucs right now, it's just, it really comes down to the lack of weapons that Baker has at his disposal. I mean, you don't have Bucky, you don't have Mike, you don't have, Chris Godwin?
Yeah.
I mean, you just got your rookies out there. You know, you got Tez and you have Amika. So, and I mean, like, they're doing their best. I mean, Amika's like a breakout talent. And he's doing really well in the league his first year. But, like, for most rookies, that's not, like, that's really not the cards for them. You have to develop a little bit in the league. Like, college is different than the league, especially where you come from, like, depending on what college you come from. So, I mean, like, they're just trying to hold it down. Baker's trying to do all that he can do. But, like, when you've got really, I don't know, not really anyone in the running back room or the wide receiver room, like, there's only so much you can do. So he's just trying to pull this freaking season together, and it's just kind of falling apart on him.
Yeah.
So
I mean, falling apart as much as it can be. They're still 6-3.
it's true.
into
They
the
could be a
playoff
lot
picture.
worse. They could be a lot worse. And I mean, like, with the Patriots being what they're right now, maybe it's not. Maybe they end this year and look back and say that wasn't as embarrassing of a loss as we thought it was.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Right now, the Patriots have a 95% chance to make the playoffs. They have a 71% chance to win their division. So, like we're talking about, they're in trouble. The Bills are. To get the 1 seed, they have a 22% chance. And right now, this is all like ESPN playoff predictor, but they have a 10% chance to make the Super Bowl.
Dang.
So, they're in a good spot now.
Right.
I'm sure they're very happy about this season. I'm sure they'll, be competitive in the playoffs. Next year, it will obviously look different. They will not win as many games next year as they will this year.
Because they'll have a rougher schedule, I believe.
Yeah, I'm confident in saying that right now. This is a commander situation all over again.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, I know the Buccaneers, they'll be all right. I wonder what their playoff chances are. Let's see. So they still have 92% chance to make the playoffs. Still a 90% chance to win their division because I think the team closest to them is the Panthers, and they suck ass. Somehow they're 5-5, but they're still a game and a half behind the Buccaneers.
Yeah, which we can segue into.
Yeah. Is that the next game up?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're doing really good.
Well, not for me, but we can talk about that game.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about Saints 17, Panthers 7. I'm done with Bryce Young. I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, you say that every week.
Every week, but people fight me on it every week.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I guess you can make the argument, hey, but we won the game when he throws for 102 goddamn yards and you beat a shitty-ass team. Like, well, I guess the Packers are dog shit. They've scored less than 10 points or less than 13 points 2 games in a row.
This is true, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. The Saints were hungry this game. The Saints have been hungry all season. They've been competitive in almost all their games that they've lost.
Yeah.
Like, but and the Panthers, this is not a new script for them. They've been doing this same 124-yard passing, like 102 whatever, like under 125 yards passing, and Rico Dowdle kind of coming into his own a little bit. But the difference is the teams they've been playing haven't capitalized on that, or like haven't taken them seriously enough, and they lose those games. They get away. Bryce Young gets away with a win for his team.
Yeah.
The Saints are like, nah.
Yeah.
Like they know the Panthers BS. They've know like they're division rivals. You know, like they know what's up.
Yeah.
So, when you play like this, that's how it should end.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think outside of the Cowboys game, he played okay. Right, he had like 199 yards, but he had 3 touchdowns. He had a good passer rating, and then I think he threw for like 390 something or 360 something yards against a team that they may have even ended up losing to somewhere early in the season. But outside of that, Bryce Young has not played well enough to win a single game this year, and yet they have because Rico Dowdle has bailed them out. I said last week that Rico Dowdle needed to score 2 touchdowns to win. He only got 1, so they were cooked.
Win.
Bryce Young, 17 of 25, 124 yards, 1 interception, 1 fumble loss. That is vintage Bryce Young stat line.
This is true.
100 to like 150 passing yards, any number of interceptions and a fumble lost.
Yeah.
Got to throw in the fumble lost for sure.
And the Anthony Richardson completion percentage.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like 72 to 25 looks horrible for some reason, but it's still like, still a good ways away from 50%.
It's competitive-ish.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, I don't know. Now, I feel a little bit bad that Meow Mix didn't come back last week.
I know. We kind of bullied them for no reason. We should have known that either way, they were going to lose this game.
Yeah, I think, because like last week we did say don't come back. It's selfish to come back because like they're going to start losing. I think what we forgot to realize is that they are ass and they were going to lose anyway. And so if you're a fan of a team that's terrible, you need to come back and you need to get on here and record a podcast whenever you're feeling good.
This is true.
You don't get many of those weeks.
It don't matter. Yeah.
And now it's gone. They're terrible again.
We could have not been podcasting this whole time with our team being terrible.
Yeah.
But I think of all the time you wasted, all the good times that you wasted.
Yeah. Yeah, and now you're back. You can come back now, I guess, and you can recap the Saints' loss if you want.
Yeah. What a good week.
I don't know. I mean, from a business perspective, you should come back at some point, right? Like, you should have, like, a million. Well, I don't know. It feels like one of those things where, like, I think they do sound good. Like, when they were interviewed on Part of My Take, I think the guy sounded like he could carry a conversation. Mm-hmm. At least one of them could. I've never heard the other one speak. But, like, you got to come back at some point now because everybody knows who you are.
Right.
You need to at least make something. Like, at the very least, Panthers fans will listen to you.
This is true.
However many are left out there, I don't know.
Or you'll get opportunities to speak on, like, Panthers radio or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
You know, like, the doors are open for you now. So don't give up now just because your team has always been bad.
Yeah.
Surely you know that. Mm-hmm. You know? Everyone else was believing all this crap, but you know the Panthers the best.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully they come back, but I think the Panthers are going to struggle to win another game this year. Even though they have another game against the Saints. Like their schedule is a little bit tougher going into the second half of the season. So they are going to play, let's pull it up real quick. So they have the Falcons, then the 49ers, then the Rams. So next 3 games against teams that are better than them. Confirmed, like they're better than them. Even though they did beat the Falcons 30-0.
That's crazy.
Which that feels like years ago.
Yeah, I don't feel like they let them do that again though.
No, there's no way. Then they play the Saints again. And it's like, well, last week I would have said you probably win, but now you're showing me that you can't even handle that.
Yeah.
I don't know how this team has won 5 games. I really don't know how this team beat the Falcons 30-0. But then after that, you have Buccaneers again, Seahawks, Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to win that Saints game, and you're going to need to do what you did to the Falcons again, because outside of that, these wins are not going to come easy, and they're probably not going to come at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope Bryce Young fans had their fun, but now, like, you're more than halfway into a season where he's thrown for over 200 yards once still.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? It's over.
Not many options left.
For Saints, good for you. Tyler Shuck only took 2 games for him to get his first win as a starter.
You made Tyler Shuck look good. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh. Yeah, like, even without Rashid Shaheed, like, that deep ball to Chris Olave was good.
You let Chris Olave have a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Come on.
He's back.
Yeah.
And now we can go to Rashid Shaheed's new home. Seahawks 44, Cardinals 22. Seahawks were up again. Huge. Before the second quarter was even halfway over. They were up 35-0.
Yeah. It was, I mean, we're leaving the freaking Texans game, and it was 21-0. But didn't these games just freaking start?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. The Cardinals suck, I guess. The Seahawks look unstoppable at this point.
Yeah.
They are just...
And when did that transition happen? I don't know, because they were so just, like, mid at the start, and now they're just like, hey, you got to pay attention to the Seahawks team. Like, you got to worry about them now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know when that transition happened, but they are good. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah. I think we skipped a couple games because we went out of order. But, okay, we'll go back in a second. Yeah, with 9 minutes, 22 seconds left in the first quarter, Tyrese Knight forced a fumble that DeMarcus Lawrence returned for a touchdown. with 14 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter, Tyrese Knight forced a fumble that DeMarcus Lawrence returned for a touchdown. Isn't that crazy?
That was pretty crazy.
That was basically it. They just beat their ass. They beat their ass. And DeMarcus Lawrence, I think he had 2 touchdowns the first 12 seasons of his career. He scored 2 touchdowns on Sunday.
That is pretty wild.
I guess when it rains, it pours.
I mean, shoot.
I just copied and pasted this and changed the timestamp.
That's so funny.
Because it was exactly the same play that happened twice.
I mean, consistency is key.
Mm-hmm. Now, the last thing about this game, because like Seahawks fans, belt to ass, I'm sure you're feeling great about this season. I think that they're probably one of the better teams in the NFC.
Yeah.
It's them and the Rams, I think, for me.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously am going to believe in the Rams a little bit more because they have someone who's been doing it for a while.
Right.
And who has been good his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still very skeptical of Sam Darnold because he played like this last year too.
And then in the playoffs, he just absolute like rotten pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Like bad.
Yeah. So I believe you a little bit.
Just a little.
But as for the Cardinals, I know Cardinals fans are probably sick of Kyler Murray, but it's got to be worse watching Jacoby Brissett get absolutely rocked, fumble twice, and then just lay down anytime anyone on the defense takes a step in his direction. I saw him like slide to the floor whenever they had like an unblocked pass rusher. He was still like 5 yards away, and he just like laid down because he just can't move anymore.
Night night.
Actually, last thing for this game, I have a question for you again. Another question.
Oh shoot. Okay.
How many passes do you think Sam Darnold threw in this game?
Oh no. Are you thinking high or low?
I don't know. What do you think?
High, right? Because he.
I mean, they scored 44 points.
So. Like 40 something?
He threw 12 passes.
12 passes?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Girl, what?
That is how. Well, the 2 defensive touchdowns helps.
I mean, truly.
But I mean, like they jumped on him so quick that his day was done immediately.
That's crazy. That's insane.
12 passes from your quarterback and he put up 44 points. That is scary hours for the rest of the league.
Truly.
Crazy.
That's dangerous.
That's two questions that make great radio.
Truly.
Good job.
No, you good job.
We'll go back to a bad job by you. Bears 24, Giants 20.
Listen. We've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Meaning the Giants.
Yes, you are our Giants correspondent.
Yes.
And honestly, like we were leaving the Texans game. Obviously, we were tuned into a lot of other games. I was checking scores for a lot of other games.
Truly. Early
in the fourth quarter because I was a little bit checked out of ours. And then we got a little busy inside NRG Stadium.
And then we got a little preoccupied.
So we were not checking scores. We were walking to the team store after the game.
And Aaron tells me, you got the Giants game squared away. And I said, I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
If you heard me last week, I was struggling with myself. And I said, you know what? No, I have to trust my gut. And I have to go with the Giants. Because too many times I've let them down. I can't do that again. Then they just return the favor and let me down. So, thanks, guys.
I mean, last thing I saw, Elle, by the way, is now trailing by 4 wins in our competition for picking every game every Sunday.
Listen, one of us is going to be a risk taker, okay? One of us has got to keep this interesting.
Again, I thought that you had won because I picked the Falcons in the Colts game. Mm-hmm. You picked the Colts. And then you picked the Giants, and I thought you had won.
Yeah.
But you did not, so hand up. That's on me. Because last thing I saw, it was like 20-10 with like 5 minutes left. I was like, okay, yeah, it's over.
Which I thought it was like over, or like a minute left or whatever. 5 minutes is a lot of time. You should have clarified.
Well, I didn't see anything else about it, so I just said, okay, they lost. It's over, you know?
Oh my gosh, it's a big bug. Look at it, Dahlia. Does that transfer on the mics? I wonder.
I could barely hear it last time, but she was right in your lap that time, so maybe it's fine. That's just going to stay in.
I don't know if y'all have ever heard a cat do that before, but she's after it. Anyways.
Yeah. So it's not entirely your fault. They were winning this game. Jackson Dart played the first 3 quarters of this game, and had the Giants up 17-10. Mm-hmm. He then got his shit absolutely rocked. I don't know if you saw the video of him getting tackled.
I did.
He left with a concussion.
So sad.
I think actually lost a tooth as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Lost a tooth? Mm-hmm. He got rocked. I didn't know he got rocked like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, his helmet came off and everything in the middle of his, like...
Came off?
Yeah, like it lifted up as he was getting hit. And so I think that's where he might have lost his tooth. I don't know.
Which one?
I don't know. I think they just showed he had a gap here or something like that, like on the right side of his face. So...
That's
I don't know. Yeah, but then, of course, Russell Wilson enters the game.
They're lucky that they weren't at MetLife because it would have been catastrophic.
Yeah.
It would have been violent in that stadium.
Yeah, and I'm sure...
Put Jameis out there. Why not?
I don't know. He's being a spiritual warrior on the sideline. That's where he's most useful, I guess.
Okay.
Because they were both praying together on the sideline.
Who? Russ and Jameis?
It didn't help, but they tried to keep up. Like I think Russell Wilson led them on a drive down to like the goal line, and then tried to break free, which is really sad. But a play where Jackson Dart would have scored, he tried to slip through the middle of the offensive line, and he ended up getting caught from behind and taken down. So they had to kick a field goal. So they're up 20-10. Still no problem until Caleb Williams and the offense really got it figured out. Caleb Williams had 2 monster runs in the last 2 scoring drives, including the game-winning touchdown.
That was crazy. He really clutched up whenever it mattered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was just an incredible performance by the Bears.
Yeah.
When really they could have lost this game and it would have been back to whatever,
Yeah, but they stay in it.
Yeah. I still think they're not great, right? I don't think that they're a really, really, really good team. But it does remind me a lot of, like, the way that the Texans were playing. Not the defense, because the Bears' defense is not good. They're the same way the Steelers are, where they're very reliant on turnovers.
Right.
But this young quarterback who is still trying to figure it out with a new first-time head coach, and they're not looking like they're world beaters, but they are winning games. Mm-hmm. Maybe not, the best way, but they are doing it more than they have in the past, Right. And so, I don't know. It was an impressive game by the Bears. It was a horrible game by the Giants.
Yeah, just bad.
Yeah, I'm sure Brian Daboll was crying and screaming and throwing up, begging the Maras to understand and ask them hey, how can I be expected to win when Jackson Dart goes out?
Right.
I had this game won when Jackson Dart was playing, please. Right. But this is the 4th game this season where the Giants have led by 10 or more points on the road and lost. They have not won a game when they take a 10-point lead on the road.
That's crazy. So I guess it's not, I don't know. It's not a pattern, or it is a pattern. But
it is a pattern.
I don't know.
And it's all, that's all coaching.
Yeah.
You lose Jackson Dart, but you still have a 10-point lead with a defense that's supposed to be good.
Right. That's also confusing because, they're supposed to be really good. I don't know. I think that, obviously he was fired. Mm-hmm. If y'all have seen on social media anywhere. But I don't know. I feel like he, for the whole season, saw it coming. Mm-hmm. He was just and I'm sure they reminded him of his timeline, every day in the front office. Mm-hmm. And that's why he just got more and more desperate towards the end, going into the medical tent, because, literally my season depends on this. Yeah. Or, literally my job depends on this, mm-hmm. I feel like they were always telling him, this is the week if this doesn't happen. This is going to be the week if this doesn't happen. Okay, this happened, so now this is going to be the week if nothing happens. And mm-hmm. finally, that week came and nothing happened. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, they made the call. I don't know. And I'm sure Brian saw it coming. Mm-hmm. So it kind of stinks because I feel like he kind of had the locker room. I'm not a real Giants fan, so mm-hmm. I can't speak, candidly on it. Mm-hmm. I'm sure if we asked Blake, we would have a more developed opinion about it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like he had the locker room together. Mm-hmm. And it stinks because, I don't know, people are talking about, Mike Tomlin being, in, hat in the ring for the Giants head coaching job. Mm-hmm. Which I feel like would be a super bummer. He strikes me as just the Steelers head coach, and the Steelers are just blah. Mm-hmm. Because he's just kind of blah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, especially with the way that he coaches on offense and like the fourth downs that he doesn't go for anymore. I don't know.
it's not gonna be a good match, I don't think. And with the like, I don't know, with
I
the
think
personality of the team, it's just gonna be a bummer for everyone.
I just feel like, not that Mike Tomlin's still obviously a really good coach, but I think that the NFL may have just passed him by a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's the Steelers or nothing for Mike Tomlin, but
I think so too. I don't know. I don't think he's a good fit in New York, but I don't know. If they get a good coach, if they get someone who's able to pull a locker room together, who understands the team, understands the characters he's working with, like, and the talent that he's got, then knows how to utilize it, then whatever, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I know you were watching a video earlier today about someone who was very upset that Brian Daboll was let go. And maybe I can understand, like, being a little bit sad because you saw what maybe could have been. Although, I mean, you've seen what maybe could have been, and it
For years.
still is, like, you still only won 2 games this year. I know you maybe felt a little bit differently, but the fact of the matter is like, you should have won 4 more games than you have.
Right.
And I don't even know about home games. I didn't go back through and look at their schedule, but, like, the Giants, they had a really tough schedule this year. You knew it was going to be a tough task. And maybe you were better off just, like, being even worse than you are now. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, like, Brian Daboll, this is not like a tragedy. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is not something that unfairly befell him. He was 20, 40, and 1 in 4 seasons with the Giants.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
And I think one of the arguments, I don't even know if it was someone who we know or if it was just like some rando on Instagram or something, but he was saying, like, all these guys, like Joe Shane still hasn't been fired, the GM for the Giants, which maybe should also be fired. I'm not arguing against that. But I think there's a lot of, like, okay, but, like, all these players are, like, someone that Brian Daboll didn't pick, except for he did pick Jackson Dart, and so he should get all the credit for that, but none of the blame for anybody else on his roster. And it's like, well, I don't know about the inner workings of the Giants, but I don't imagine there's a world where Brian Daboll goes to ask the GM for a player that he really wants. The GM says, shut the fuck up and don't talk to me. And then he says, okay, but please trade up for Jackson Dart right now, please. He says, okay, you know what, yeah, I'll throw you a bone. And then the rest of the draft, he's like, okay, now shut up again.
Yeah.
There's no way that Brian Daboll, like, literally every other player that they've drafted, like Evan Neal was one of them that he threw out.
Yeah.
All these players, he's like, I hate them. Don't pick them. And the GM was like, I'm picking them anyway. And then he just happened to listen to him about Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
You can't just pick the one player that they got who knows, right? But, like, that they seem to have gotten right.
Yeah.
And be like, well, that was Brian Daboll's pick, and everybody else, that's not his fault. How can he be expected to coach a team that he had nothing to do with whenever his one player is out? It's just he and Jackson Dart versus the rest of the Giants, and how can he be blamed for that, Yeah. It's like, no, he's the head coach. He's supposed to coach the entire team.
That's true.
And when you blow 10-point leads, like we saw in Jacksonville, that doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
It happens because of poor coaching and poor execution in all 3 phases.
Right.
So, I don't know. It sucks that they didn't really get a chance to find out what they could have been. But it's just bad timing,
Terrible timing.
Because Brian Daboll burned his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th opportunities. Because you started okay with Daniel Jones, and then you go 2 or what, I don't even know what the record was, but you start the season 2-7. And it's like, all right, normally if a coach does that again, they get fired.
Right.
Especially if you made the playoffs your first year, and now it's like, okay, all of a sudden you're terrible. What's going on, But the fact that they made the playoffs that first year earned him his 2nd, 3rd, 4th year. You can't just keep. At some point, your record does have to matter.
Yeah.
You can't just keep being like, well, they look like they're having fun,
Yeah. Well, morale is up, so.
Yeah. Otherwise, just hire Ryan Reynolds and have him coach the team. Like, I don't know what you want.
Yeah,
Get Paul Rudd out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Get Joey
no
from
games.
Friends and have him do his character on the sideline.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure Giants fans, please sound off because we don't know. Yeah. I don't care. I don't.
I care.
I don't care. The Giants have been like this the entire time I've been watching football. I started really, really watching in 2012, the year after they won the Super Bowl, and they were just immediately like, they were okay. Like, they were like somewhere front of sort of mind, but like I don't care about the Giants.
And then
they've been abysmal for ever since really like Eli's last 2 years. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a bummer. But yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know how you feel.
Next game, Ravens 27, Vikings 19. We're filing a missing persons report for 9 this week, I think.
Yeah.
Because he was nowhere to be seen.
Although, I don't know. So walk with me here.
Okay.
Walk with me.
Okay.
He was their leading rusher for 48 yards on 5 carries.
Okay.
Which is 9.6 yards per carry.
Okay.
So I think 9 was a running back today.
Okay.
I don't think he was QB.
Okay.
But he was running back today.
So he was playing.
So I found him.
So he was playing running back.
Yes.
But he's not throwing the ball. So every time he went to throw the ball, he was JJ McCarthy.
That was JJ, yeah.
And when he ran the ball, he was 9.
He was 9.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, because throwing the ball, he was bad. 20 of 42, so below the Anthony Richardson line. 248 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
And both bad ones, too.
Both of them were just like, fuck it, JJ's down there somewhere.
Yeah.
It was not good. The first one, I don't know what throwing motion he was using, but he literally like his arm was already up here when he like let go of the ball. I don't know. It was like he was push passing it down the field and just right into double coverage. The second one, I guess JJ or Justin Jefferson fell down.
Yeah.
But it was just like...
Because it looked like he was just throwing to all the Ravens defense out there.
Yeah.
That was just down there waiting for it. Said, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked bad. I think the deep balls need to be saved for 9.
Yeah. I think whenever 9 shows up, you can throw it deep. But outside of that, no, forget it.
Absolutely not.
The Ravens did get off to a slower start. Like, the Vikings were up 7-0 and then 10-3 in this game. So it didn't look... I don't know. We were only looking at the scoreboard at the game. So I was like, I don't know. Maybe 9 showed up today. Turns out, no. I think the Ravens got off to a slow start, though, because they were planning for 9 to be out there. Right? They game planned for 9.
Okay.
And then JJ McCarthy walks through the door, and you're like,
and they said, what?
Hold on a second. We were planning for a different guy.
I was under the impression. Why was this not on the injury report?
Yeah, it should be on the injury report, I think. That's a good... Yeah, investigate them now.
Investigate that.
Yeah, it was just not a good performance by JJ McCarthy. I don't know. We're seemingly in an era, and I semi-believe this as well, right? But I'll give people shit for it. We're in an era where everybody wants to give quarterbacks forever. And just say, it's not going to happen right away, guys. And I guess that's kind of true. But most of the time, it kind of does. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you can argue that Caleb Williams wasn't great his first season, but he was fine.
Yeah.
He was okay, you know? He didn't look terrible. He just wasn't, I don't know, lighting the world on fire. But he's still, like, if you were going to say that Jaden Daniels' rookie year was electric, Caleb Williams' stats were comparable. They just weren't winning a lot of games.
Right.
CJ Stroud lit the world on fire his first season.
He did.
And, you know, Bryce Young did not. Anthony Richardson did not. Very rarely do you see a guy go out there and look like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then go and be like, okay, I figured it out.
Yeah.
Because Bryce Young, we're still watching, just kind of muck it up out there and just do barely enough to win.
They're still letting him out there. Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of the last guy who truly, truly looked bad and then was good. Like, Josh Allen looked bad throwing the ball.
But he worked on his throwing motion.
And he was still someone you couldn't stop running the ball. And, like, you always had hope that he was going to get there, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, you think about the guys who are out there now doing it. Joe Burrow got hurt his rookie year, but then second year he went to the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes sat for a year behind Alex Smith, came in and won MVP.
Yeah.
Ravens Lamar Jackson, like, Joe Flacco went down, he was insane immediately.
Yeah.
He's developed as a pocket passer, but he didn't go from I don't know how to complete a pass to I am now the best passer this league's ever seen.
Yeah.
He was a bit inconsistent and pulled the ball down too early a lot of the time and just took off running because that was what was comfortable to him.
Yeah.
And like C.J. Stroud has kind of waffled a little bit.
Right.
But he's never truly looked like completely lost out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Just like, where am I right now?
I don't know if that's going to be the case for J.J. McCarthy or not. Like, there have been... No, there haven't.
Yeah.
There's not. Again, like his wins, 143 yards, still a pick in each one of those games. I saw the post I showed you. It was like a touching tribute to his alter ego 9. He threw his 9th interception of the year. How many games has he played?
Literally, I think like 2 in my head.
I think he's played like 5, right? He played week 1, week 2, last week, and the week before.
Yeah.
How
is that possible?
4 games? I don't know. I need to check his stats real quick.
How the heck is that possible?
I don't know. Can you think of a quarterback who was like truly bad and then was decent? Like Sam Darnold is the only one.
Daniel Jones is not though. He's not good.
Yeah, and even then he looked better his rookie season than this.
That is true.
The one that people always throw out there is like, oh, Peyton Manning, he threw a bunch of interceptions his rookie year, but like his stats are not bad. He just threw a lot of interceptions, you know, and like he just happened to turn it around. Good for him. But that's also like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
What about? I'm trying to think of greatest of all time. What about Tom Brady? Did he start off bad?
He didn't play, and then he was kind of okay. He was a game manager for a long time, but he didn't look bad. They went to the Super Bowl like 2 years into him starting, 3 years into him starting.
Crazy.
So,
did Drew Brees look bad?
No, I mean he had a pretty good career for 2 separate teams. It was just so long ago that like you forget that he played for the Chargers as well.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers sat for 4 years and didn't play. That's him and Jordan Love are different cases because they just had Hall of Fame quarterbacks just sitting around, and they're like, yeah, we can afford to keep this other one on the bench, which is fucked up.
That is really really sad.
What was I trying to find?
Stats for 9.
Oh yes, thank you. Let's check on 9's. So he threw 2 interceptions this game. He did not throw his 9th interception of the year. Why are people telling me this?
6.
He's thrown 6. Did he throw some in the preseason or what?
Probably.
He didn't play in the preseason.
Oh. Then why are they lying about this?
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't believe it. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't believe this. Either way.
That's wild.
Yeah. I don't know. He just needs some PR training, I think, more than anything.
Yeah.
Just like...
People are never going to let that one go.
Yeah. We're definitely not. As for the Ravens, we'll talk about the Ravens now, I guess. Vikings fans, you're done. You're off the hook for right now. Their defense has really stepped up since that blowout loss to the Texans. Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Get right game. Or we really just embarrassed them, is what it was. They were missing a couple players, but it didn't look good. So they played the Rams. That was a game where you were like, yeah, they didn't score as many points as we did, so we're better than the Rams. They only scored 17. Then they only allowed 16 to the Bears, 6 to the Dolphins, 19 to the Vikings. Mm-hmm. So that's after allowing 41 to the Bills, 17 to the Browns, 38 to the Lions, 37 to the Chiefs, 44 to the Texans.
Gosh.
So they're coming into their own a little bit. They did this last year as well.
I don't doubt that they have like a run for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're going to win their division.
Yeah.
Because the Steelers are falling off. I don't have hope in the Steelers. They're only 1 game back from the Steelers. So they tie them up, they're in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the
rest of the division is garbage.
They still have 2 games left against the Steelers. They're 1 game behind them, like you said. The Steelers are terrible. And then they play the Browns next week, I think. The Ravens do. Mm-hmm. So they'll probably end up at 500 next week against all odds. I mean, not against all odds. Like we talked about their schedule with Brendan. We knew they were going to come back and do this because they're not playing anybody.
Right.
This Vikings game was one of the kind of maybe games on their schedule.
Yeah.
And then, that was it. They won it easily because it turns out the Vikings are not great.
No.
And, for all the talk we did about how they were only one game behind the Packers last week after their debacle of a season, they're probably just not going to make the playoffs this year.
Probably not. But
I don't know. If nothing else, at least J.J. McCarthy looks better than even someone like Bryce Young, or definitely better than Justin Fields does at this point. So
right.
Not the worst quarterback we've seen play. Definitely looks better than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Probably better than Will Levis did, I guess.
Yeah. Because, you look out and you're like, who else can I freaking take in the league? No one, really.
Yeah.
So, it's either JJ or a draft pick.
Mm-hmm. Or, Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones. But, you let them walk out. So,
Oops.
I don't know. Let's go to Lions 44, Commanders 22. This was a really bad game.
Yeah. It was kind of sad for the Commanders. Wait, the Lions and the Commanders had the same score as the Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Seahawks and whoever they played, Falcons?
Cardinals? Yeah, and Jacoby Brissett in that game was 22 of 44 for his passing. So, I don't know.
Dang.
Interesting.
FBI?
It's rigged. Dan Campbell took over play calling duties for the offense this week after they lost to 9. He couldn't do it anymore. I know that the Lions offensive coordinator was under a little bit of fire after the first week whenever it didn't look like Ben Johnson's offense right away.
Yeah.
I thought they kind of got it figured out. I don't know. I guess losing to J.J. McCarthy will do that to you.
Yeah.
But
it would do it to me. Lord knows.
Jahmyr Gibbs looked good. Took 15 carries for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I looked up, the Lions were just spamming the Jamison Williams button.
Yeah.
This game was over before it started as well. They were up.
All the 3 o'clock games were just.
Yeah, all these games. The 49ers came back a little bit to make it at least interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But that was basically it. These other games were over immediately. Another bug has hit the window, by the way. So.
Yeah.
She's trying to charge up to hunt it.
Well, she needs to charge up a little bit faster.
Bruh.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah. The Lions, I looked at the stats for this game. Somehow they had 3 penalties for 1 yard. Not sure how that works. I guess just a bunch of really short pass interference calls, or maybe a bunch of offsides on the goal line. I don't know.
Guess? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
1 yard.
Yeah.
Leave it to them.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny how Dan Campbell was like, y'all don't need to be alarmed. It's okay. Yes, I'm calling plays, but it's just because we want to switch something up a little bit. It's just because we want to be fun. It's if it was something where you're doing it for fun, then you would be undefeated. I don't know.
I don't think you do things for fun in the NFL.
No. Yeah. It's I just thought it'd be a little quirky. It's you don't do that unless you're literally 0 to 17 on the season, doing terribly. So I don't know. I think it's so silly. It's why are y'all so alarmed?
Yeah.
I'm a coach. I can call plays.
Yeah. Normally we see that whenever teams are doing poorly. You know?
It's you're not fooling anyone, Dan.
Yeah.
Brought out your reading glasses and everything for it. So you were so serious about this.
Yeah.
Which whatever, fine. It's not bad that now you're taking over.
I mean, it's bad for one person in particular. It's the offensive coordinator. But,
But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, okay, we all could have guessed that. Either way, we're all going to guess the same thing, which is that your offensive coordinator is not cutting it for you right now.
Yeah.
So.
Which, I mean, I don't think he's doing terribly, but I guess, I don't know.
Not Dan Campbell standards.
Yeah, I suppose that's the case. The only other part of this game that was interesting is that Donald Trump was there. I don't know if you saw this.
I did.
And then everybody was booing him when he was swearing in all the soldiers at halftime or whatever.
He had a binder in his arms, and it's funny because he was in the middle of being booed. And he said, "I state your name here."
Which was actually correct. He was reading off of he was reading an oath that the people were repeating after him. So I did see that too, and I thought it was funny originally, but it's because...
That's my bad then.
Which is a lesson to all of you out there in fact checking because I wanted to believe it too. I always want to believe whatever he looks to because he does all the time. So, and usually we can verify it. This time it was like it made sense. Like he's reading it for them to repeat after him. So
okay, well that makes more sense. Whatever. I'll stand corrected. Hands up in the air.
Yeah.
See, that's how we do it, guys.
Mm-hmm. It's that easy.
It's literally that easy.
But he also was getting booed. That was true.
That
he was
so
getting
true.
booed because the tide is turning on him. I think hopefully. But yeah, he also joined the Fox broadcast for a while.
He did. Yeah, that was.
Which I'm sure none of the people who were yelling to keep politics out of sports had any problem with. I'm sure they loved it. I'm sure they were super excited to see him on TV and talk to them and whatever.
Right.
Even though he's one of the most divisive figures of our time.
Truly.
So, I don't know. I'm glad that things are going well in Washington. I'm glad the government just now reopened, but you had time to go to... I guess he had time off, so...
I mean, I suppose that between his golfing sessions, I guess he needed to switch it up a little bit. He's like, I'm tired of golf.
Yeah.
How about I go do football now?
Yeah, how about I go watch them get absolutely blown out? So yeah, that was basically it. Just an uneventful day in Washington, D.C.
Awkward.
The last afternoon game, Rams 42, 49ers 26.
They told you that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. Some people didn't think that would... Again, this is like a toss-up game. Like, people were like, it's 50-50 either way.
I mean, you put the semi-functioning 49ers behind a competent, Rams team.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they get this done every time.
Yeah, I don't know... I think really losing that game to Mac Jones turned Matthew Stafford into a different beast because since then he's been unstoppable. Mm-hmm. He's had his third straight game with 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's the first time anyone in NFL history has ever done that.
Yeah.
So he's just been unbelievable. 25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions all year for Matthew Stafford.
That's insane.
Probably good enough to get him MVP this year. All that to be said, he's been on an incredible run with the Rams these last couple of years. Mm-hmm. He has just now reached 500 win percentage for his career.
Dang.
He's 115, 115 and 1. So technically a little bit less than 500, but he has equal amounts of wins and losses now for the first time in his career.
Dang.
That is the longest it's ever taken a quarterback to reach 500 in his career.
All those years in Detroit.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
That's what playing for the Lions will do to you. I think he only made the playoffs once in that.
Are you serious?
That stretch, yeah.
Oh, poor guy. No, he's good. I'm happy for him. Ew, dog.
Yeah. Now they look unstoppable. Them and the Seahawks look unstoppable. I still think about that woman in the staircase a lot. Because now the 49ers are well and truly solidly in third place. They were definitely punching above their weight. I don't know how they continue to win games.
Yeah.
And now I think they've either lost 2 of the last 3 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Probably falling back to where they should be.
Right.
Which is probably going to be out of the playoffs. I think they're right now they are, I don't know, 0.33 games outside of the playoffs right now. I don't know how the Packers have a tie and they're in the 7th seed. And then the 49ers have more wins on them, but also one more loss, but still no tie. It's just, I think it may just end up being a full game at that point, but I don't know. They're outside looking in now. Didn't seem to be really, Mac Jones played fine. Mm-hmm. 33 of 39, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, interception.
Not a bad performance, I suppose.
Yeah. For Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards on 12 carries. You're just not going to win that way.
Nope. Got to get the run game going.
And part of that was because they went down by so much so quickly. But I don't know. I think the 49ers probably... the Packers also look bad. But the 49ers are cooked right now currently. Yeah. I don't know where Ricky Pearsall is. Have you heard anything about him?
I have not. He's on my team, and every week he's just out.
Because I feel like whenever he went out originally, it was he's questionable for this week, and then he got downgraded out or something like that. Mm-hmm. It wasn't he hasn't practiced at all, and he's just not going to be there.
I don't know.
It was it made it seem like he'll probably miss this week now, but maybe he'll be back.
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. No, I think it's been
I think he played week 2 and then left that game with injury, and now we're sitting here at week 11. So, I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
but they need help. I don't know where Brandon Ayuk is either.
I don't know. He's trending. People were saying that he was trending to be week 8. Some people were saying that he was trending to be week 10. None of those happened.
Mm-hmm.
I can see what Sleeper is saying now. He's on my IR.
Let's see. We're doing an injury check for the 49ers. Something we should do every week, I guess.
Something that needs to happen, I guess. Something that they know very well. For Ricky, hopeful to practice this week.
Okay, so maybe he's coming
PCL
back.
strain.
Okay.
Sprain. PCL sprain.
Yeah, so he barely tore his PCL.
Okay. And then Brandon Ayuk will not have practice window opened ahead of week 11.
So not even his practice window.
No.
Okay.
Dang. This guy's never coming back.
Sometime in December, I think it says. So they're going to need to keep the season alive for a little bit longer. I don't know where Brock Purdy is either. They said he might come back next week.
I heard, yeah, reports of that.
I have no clue what's going on with the 49ers, but I do know they're now, I think, either a game and a half or 2 games behind both the guys in their division. And I don't think they're anywhere near as good as either of those teams. So, I don't know. I think that we can look at the playoff picture again. Let's see. So, with the 49ers, they still have an 85% chance to make the playoffs.
85?
Maybe their schedule's really bad. Well, they're giving the Bears. So, like, it's really like there was a lot of talk early on about how bad the what's it called? How bad the AFC was compared to the NFC. The NFC doesn't really have. I guess they have like 2 really good teams, but they're still struggling to pan out the bottom of this thing. It's really going to be like an 8-team race. I'm not counting the Panthers in that at all. So right now you have the 1 seed is the Eagles, the 2 seed is the Seahawks, the 3 seed is the Detroit Lions, the 4 seed is the Buccaneers, 5 seed is the Rams, and that'll flip between the 2 and the 5. God, I hope we don't get another situation where we're crying about some like 12-win team going on the road again. But then you have the Bears at 6 seed at 6-3, and the Packers at 7 with 5-3-1. Then the 49ers are sitting there at 6-4. I imagine they're probably betting on the Bears not making the playoffs.
Probably.
Because the Bears only have a 49% chance to make the playoffs, and the Packers have a 69% chance to make the playoffs. So I don't know. They still think the 49ers will be there, but they give them probably the worst chance of all these teams to win their division. Now they only have a 14% chance to win the division and a 5% chance to get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Obviously they're not doing that. So some of these teams still have chances. The Cardinals still have a 2% chance to make it. Yeah, but I don't know. I think they're probably, like I said, going to where they belong a little bit more.
Yeah.
Last game of the night, Chargers 25, Steelers 10.
Oh boy.
This is horrible.
It was so bad. I don't know why I ever thought that the Steelers could pull one together. Especially, I don't know. Even though it was against a Joe Altless team. Chargers team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I was a little delusional. I just wanted to spice things up for the podcast. It was bad.
I mean, the defense, I thought that they were going to go back to, getting blown out because that's what happens when they don't force the turnovers that they were forcing last week. They didn't get the turnovers, but they did look okay, right? Like, this game was 3-2 at one point. The Steelers were leading.
That was disgusting. And you told me that. I was like, 3-2?
And then the Chargers led 5-3. Shit was like the World Series in here.
Yeah.
It was just baseball scores all the way down. But then Ladd McConkey caught that touchdown from Justin Herbert in the half, and that was it.
That was crazy. Yeah.
But they kept the Chargers contained for a lot of the night.
They did.
Even to hold them to 25 with the way their offense was playing was, fairly impressive.
Right.
Again, I don't think the Chargers are that good either, but yet they find themselves at 7-3.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's still hard for me to believe in the Steelers defense because if nothing else, like the Chargers offensive line, when they were doing their Sunday Night Football intros, all of their Pro Football Focus grades were like 35th out of 36, 36th out of 36. Like all of them just ranked like horribly. And some of them, I'm pretty sure like the 2 guards were ranked 35th and 36th. So like the only reason they weren't last is because their other teammate was also last.
Awkward.
So I don't know. The Steelers, I was a little bit wrong. Because I think 4 weeks ago, I said that the Steelers would be below 500 at this point. And they managed to beat the Colts. Otherwise, that would be correct. So I was wrong technically, but I think in spirit, I was right. Because this team is on their way out.
Yeah. I still believe that.
Like, they're still technically leading their division.
Technically.
Let's see what the playoff chances are for them. Have the Titans officially been eliminated? I guess they have.
That's crazy.
Makes sense. So we're going to the Steelers here. They have a 41% chance to make the playoffs now.
Baltimore's above them.
Yeah, Baltimore has a 62% chance to make the playoffs and a 60% chance to win the division. They're only giving the Pittsburgh Steelers a 33% chance to win their division. Was this... This is after the game, yeah. Yeah, okay. So the Texans still have a really bad percentage to win.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. I don't think we'll win the division.
Yeah, but even making the playoffs, I think they have a chance. We'll have to beat the Chargers. But again, they don't look great, so... Yeah, Steelers fans, get sad. Don't try and be what you normally are, which is super annoying, thinking that this Steelers team is, you know, a couple plays away from being a good team, because they're not. They're bad. They're a couple teams. They're a couple plays away from being really bad.
Yeah.
They're closer to being horrible than they are to being any kind of watchable. Aaron Rodgers, you saw the screen grabs. You saw the one screenshot of him getting absolutely ruined in the pocket.
Yeah.
It's over.
It might just be over for him. Yeah, I don't know. This is just embarrassing time for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, his stat line looked atrocious. I mean, he's got 2 interceptions. He's basically 50% completion percentage. And I mean, I don't know. He just always, and he's at that point in the season where he's just fallen. He's beginning to fall off. So.
Yeah.
But on a happier note, Keenan Allen becomes the Chargers' all-time reception leader. So good for him.
Yeah, that was a cool moment with Antonio Gates in the building. That was cool. They told him he could draw up his own play for that last little pass, and that was a fun moment. So, at least somebody had a good time on Sunday night, because I don't know that anybody else watching did, but
No, it was atrocious.
yeah. And then I think you went ahead and took note. Oh wait, last note I have on this game. So the Steelers have the Bengals next week. They're just barely missing out on Joe Burrow, who has been designated to return from IR. His practice window's open. I don't know if he's been designated to return yet. I don't think he's going to play this weekend, but I think he will be back on Thanksgiving.
Dang.
So the Bengals will be playing in a must-win game, because they're also 3-5 or 3-6, I think, right? They have an 8% chance to make the playoffs, I think. Yeah, 8%. But they still have a 7% chance to win their division. I think that's really the only way they're going to get in is by doing that. So,
that's crazy.
I don't know. They'll be getting a very desperate Bengals team who's one win away from keeping their season alive and getting Joe Burrow back in time to make a run.
Can their defense do it?
No. No.
I don't think they can.
I don't know. We'll see if Joe Burrow comes back and is a miracle worker. But it's been a long time since I thought about Joe Burrow, so it'll be exciting to see him play again.
It's true. Yeah. I don't think quarterback is their issue, though.
They're correct.
Getting points.
Yeah.
Like, these are high-scoring games. Their defense just sucks so bad. So bad.
But I don't have any confidence in the Steelers' offense to take advantage of it. So
Probably not. No.
We'll see.
I guess so.
And I think you took notes on the Eagles at Packers game. I did not.
Oh, because you're protesting?
Yeah. Well, not protesting. We just didn't watch it, so whatever.
Yeah.
It would look like a terrible game, though.
Oh my gosh, it looked like a terrible game. I mean, the only touchdowns that were scored were by Devonta Smith and Josh Jacobs, I believe, in the second half. So, I don't know. It was truly an uneventful game, so I just wonder what the dialogue was between Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I wonder what they have to have been chatting about something.
Yeah.
That wasn't NFL related. So I'm sad I got to miss out I'm sad I missed out on the dialogue.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the Packers had a chance to take it to overtime and give the Eagles another run for their money, but I think the kick was blocked.
I don't think so. I think you just shanked it.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was a bad snap and a bad hold, and then it just went
Just
off the
catastrophic.
screen immediately. Not
Never
even a
mind.
chance. I didn't even, when I was looking at it on Instagram the first time, I didn't even see the ball. I just didn't know what, I was like, what happened? Because nobody was moving.
It was so bad I thought it was blocked.
It may have been, I don't know, but it just looked like it got shanked whenever I finally locked in on it.
Yeah. I mean, but the stats were also abysmal for this game. Super mid.
Yeah.
Like, nothing notable. Nothing was like, oh, well, above 200, whatever. It's like, they both had, like, I think under 200 yards for this game. Jordan Love and, oh my gosh, what's his face? Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The only really notable thing, I guess, that was like out of the ordinary was that Edgerrin Cooper. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Edgerrin. He had a punch out fumble on Jalen Hurts. So I guess that was fun. I don't know. It was something that happened during that game. Mm-hmm. So it was just a repeat of Thursday, which kind of stinks. But that's all that I got on that.
Yeah. That was the NFL. Thursday Night Football this week. What is it? Let's find out.
It's a good question.
Let's pull up the Thursday Night Football for this week, and we'll make our predictions. It is Jets at Patriots.
Oh, no.
If the Patriots lose this game, oh boy.
Oh, boy.
That would be classic, though, to give back their division lead in that way. Yeah, I don't... It's going to be a bad game, I think.
It's going to be a bit of a dumpster fire. I think it's Patriots, so I'm doing Patriots.
Yeah, I will as well.
I will hopefully.
Not willing to get that exciting about our picks. So, yeah. So that's the NFL for this week. Just want to fill you in on some NBA news, maybe over this barking. Nico Harrison fired today.
Oh.
9 months after the Luka trade. I don't know why they fired him now, is my only question.
At the beginning of the season?
Or like, yeah, it's been 9 months since Luka got traded. Everybody knew it was a bad idea then. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew it was a bad idea a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later, 4 months later, 5 months later. Every waking second of this man's life, he's known it was a bad idea.
But this 9-month mark just became an awful idea.
I don't know what changed exactly because, I mean, like the Mavericks are 3-8, the Lakers are 8-3, and LeBron hasn't even played yet. Mm-hmm. Luka's averaging 37, 9, and 9. Cooper Flagg's averaging 15, 7, and 3. But I mean, Cooper Flagg's not playing horribly. Like the night that Nico Harrison got fired, he was their leading scorer with 26 points on 9 of 15 field goals. He did score over Giannis to take the lead in that game in the last couple seconds, but then he flopped to let them win the game, basically. So I don't know. I think that the Mavericks, something is suspicious because they are
FBI.
They better get in there because it almost feels like to me. And I think that's how Nico Harrison was trying to spin it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's like because like they traded away Luka for nothing. Because I don't think Anthony Davis is even playing right now. I think he's hurt again. So
super
awesome. But then they got the number 1 pick in the lottery when they had no right to get it.
Right.
And everybody was acting like, okay, well, basically they traded Luka for the number 1 overall pick. And it's like, well, that obviously they didn't do that, right? Because if they did, then that's illegal.
That's illegal, yeah.
That's like tampering, collusion with the NBA. Like saying, like, give Luka to LA and we'll give you the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Because they should have never gotten it. And the NBA refuses to, like, do the actual drawing on screen. They just hold up cards or whatever. That's the same reason why the Spurs have gotten a million, like 1 or 2 overall picks the last couple years.
That's crazy.
So I don't know. I don't know if someone just forgot that they couldn't say, oh, well, let's wait and see if Cooper Flagg's actually good. And then if he's not, we can, like, I don't know if they got, like, Jedi mind tricked into thinking that, oh, this is actually part of that trade.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't. Like, if anything, he just kind of got bailed out that they got the number 1 overall pick. Because otherwise, things in Dallas are even sadder than they are right now.
Right.
But, like, that's not, like, the fact that he got the number 1 overall pick and there was just, like, a generational talent sitting at number 1, like, you don't get credit for that. Mm-mm. That's like, you don't get credit for drafting Wemby when you're like, yeah, obviously. You know? I was the guy who wanted to pick Wemby. It's like, yeah, everybody was
You and
losing games on
everyone.
purpose for months to try and draft him. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was weird timing. Because why?
It's a weird time.
Maybe when Anthony Davis got hurt again, they were like, all right, that's enough. We're going to fire you.
Listen no further.
We're going to fire you within the week because we thought maybe he could stay healthy, but no. So I don't know. That was the last thing. But thank you guys so much for listening. This has been a long one, and it's going to be a nightmare to edit, but hopefully I'll get it out here soon. Hopefully before Tuesday's over. And yeah, we've been Aaron and Ellie on Kirby Drive. I've been Aaron.
I've been Ellie.
Thank you so much for listening.